Hello, welcome once again, beautiful people. My name is Lawson Okereke. Today I will be discussing on a subject that I titled Becoming a Champion. I know everyone want to be a champion, everyone want to be respected, everyone want to be in the limelight, but you need to understand what it takes to be a champion. Today I'll be looking at giving you 3 things that you need to do to become a champion. The first thing is content. You need to understand the place of content. Every human being has a content. There's something in you that was given to you even before you were born. Okay, it is embedded in every human being born into this world. All right, so content. Now, when you understand what your content is and you work it out, it becomes a product, all right, of finished goods and services. Now, in the Bible book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 28, the Bible that says that God blessed them after creating man in his own image, from Genesis chapter 1 from verse 26, and it got to verse 28, it said, and God blessed them. Now, that blessing is the content of God in your life. You need to understand that content, okay? When you have refined the content in your life, then it becomes a product and services for men and women to buy. Now, your content is your potential. Your content is your gifting. When you understand what God has blessed you with. Now, when we talk about the blessing of God, it has nothing to do with money, financial breakthrough, business breakthrough. No, God's blessing is in the gifting, is in the potential in your life. That's your content. Remember, the Bible says that the gift of God maketh rich, and addeth no sorrow. The blessings of God maketh rich, and addeth no sorrow. So the blessings of God here is not money, it's not property. The blessings of God is your potential, your content. So find out what your content is and work towards that thing, because when you work on your content, it becomes a product or services that you render to humanity. Then you're becoming a champion. The second thing you need to look into is visibility. Now, when you understand what your content is, you need the world to see what you have. Okay? Now that you know what your content is, you need to show it to the world. It's very important. Now, visibility has to come to play. And that place of visibility is in the marketplace. Now, when you know what your content is, you take it to the marketplace, where people can see what you can offer. You don't have something to offer and you stay back in your room, stay back in your village, stay back in your comfort zone and expect people to know you do what you do. It's not possible. You need to come out for people to see you. All right. When they see what you do, then they can buy or ask for your services. So visibility is very, very important. Now, find out where the traffic is. Now, you have something to sell, you have a service to render. Go to where those who can buy your product are. Find yourself in the marketplace. The marketplace is not literally where goods and services are sold. Marketplace is where your goods can be seen, where your product can be known. If you live in a city and nobody in that part of the city really appreciate what you do, it's the time to come out from your shell. It is time to break out from your shell, because if you hold on to it, it's going to suppress you. It's going to make life frustrating. If nobody knows you do what you do, you will not enjoy the best of you. Now, there's something that happened in the Bible in John chapter 7. I read it from verse 3. John chapter 7 from verse 4, I beg your pardon. Jesus said, this is Jesus' brother talking to Jesus. He said, if you do these things, show yourself to the world. If you read from John chapter 7 from verse 1, you see the conversation between Jesus and his brother. And one of the things that his brother said to Jesus is, he said, no one who wants to become public figure acts in the secret. This is NIV translation, John chapter 7 verse 4. He said, no one wants to be a public figure as in the secret. So if you want to become a champion, you have to come out for the world to see what you can do. Remember the story of David? David was used to killing lions and bears in the forest, in the bush. But there was a time there when they needed a champion, he came out to the war front and faced Goliath. When he brought down Goliath, the nation of Israel knew that there is something about this guy that is awesome. Nobody knew he killed lion, nobody knew he killed bears, because he was doing that in the forest, in the bush. So if you want people to know what you do, then you have to come to the city, you have to come to the war front. So visibility is actually credibility. When people see you, then they believe you can actually do what you say you can do. Now, the last thing we'll look into today is consistency. When you do a thing, for people to believe that you can do what you say you do, is to be consistent in it. All right, that's where the best of you come. That's where the champion in you comes out. Consistency makes you available. It helps you bring out more goods and services. It brings about diversity. There's this diversification in when you are consistent in what you do. Okay, for example, if you bring out a product today and I don't get to see the product, but someone saw the product who can afford what you have to do now, and I can pay for your product or your services, I need to run into you again because you are doing the same thing, or you keep on to what you say you want to do or what you say you're doing, and I can pay for your product and services, and I run into you and I'll buy your product and services. Now, if you want to become a champion, you have to understand that consistency is going to help you become a better person. It's going to help you meet the right man, the right woman, the right boy, the right girl to buy and demand for your service. So these three things, when you work on it, is going to make you become that champion that God have designed in you. Don't forget, to become a champion, you have to understand your content. Every human being born into this world has a content, all right? You have to understand how to bring out the visibility, how to let your content out to the world. And the last thing is consistency. I believe you'll be blessed in this broadcast. I'm going to come your way next time on this series, of becoming a champion. Now, for you to have more in-depth of the subject, I have a book to this effect titled Becoming a Champion in Hopelessness. You can get that book on my website at www.lostinokereke.com, an ebook, and for you there you will get more information on how to become a champion, becoming a champion in hopelessness. I want to thank you for joining me on this broadcast. I believe I'm going to come your way next time. I must say to you, if you want to get more about what we do, what I do, I want you to sign on my newsletter, my weekly newsletter, and I know God is going to do something awesome in your life. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. My name is Lawson Okereke Sharon. Hello, God bless you. Thank you for watching our broadcast. I want to bless you for this opportunity. Thank you for coming into our world to see what we do. And I know you've been blessed through the telecast. I believe God for what He's doing in these last days, for what He's going to do in your life and our life. I want to use this medium to appreciate you for watching and commenting, joining us. I want to use the medium to inform you that your support is needed to make sure that the gospel is going out the way it's supposed to be, that the telecast is being done. Your support, your donation towards the ministry will make this very easy, and I know, like the scripture has said, that the seed and harvest time we never see. $1, 1 cedi, 1 naira to the ministry is going to take us to the next level, to reach the next person, those in Iraq, those in the dark part of Africa. With this, we've been reaching a lot of people. Men have been coming to Christ. Life have been transformed in our broadcasts, in everything we're doing in our ministry. I want you to go to our website, www.lostinokereke.com, and you click on donation. You have all the options you have on how to support what we are doing. Or if you live in Accra, on that there you can also find a medium where you can also support what we do. If you live in Ghana, our mobile money outlet is there to support our ministry. When you do, God is going to bless you. Thank you for your time. Sharon.